Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone arena action. Oh man, I'm a broken man. So my last run was a mage run. I got to 2 wins. It was embarrassing. I thought it was a good deck. Apparently it wasn't. Here we're playing Warlock because that is my worst class. Actually, no, my worst class is Shaman, believe it or not. But Warlock is my second worst. I still can't help but feeling like my terrible luck with Shaman is just a fluke. So I'm gonna say that Warlock is the worst class in my heart. In any case. This is not turning into an aggro deck, that's for damn sure. So, Void Caller, I don't really want to bother with it because I've already got a lot of 4s. I need some lower stuff. I don't really want 2 Soulfires. I don't like playing with 2, so I'll take a Grizzly because it's decent. If it hadn't been, I would have just taken another Soulfire there. Knife Jugglers, of course, terrific. I don't like summoning a Portal. Spiteful Smith, I could take it as like a big dude. But we'll take a Grizzly here for some more taunt. I've still got time to get some big things. It's probably inevitable. So the Voidwalker can be very annoying early on. If I still want to entertain hopes of going aggro, okay, I'll take the Voidwalker. The Fairy Dragon was the other thing I was thinking about there. Here I could take the Cleric for some buffing, or the Abusive Sergeant, which is also buffing and cheaper. Alright, we'll see. Maybe I can make it aggro-y, even if it's not full aggro. Okay, here we go. This is a pretty bad pack, so now I'll take the Spiteful Smith. Flame Imp. I mean, the other two are just bad. Another Voidwalker? Alright, well this is turning into a decently fast deck here. Hellfire number 2? I think so. I think it adds more burn. And this isn't full on aggro here, so I might as well go for it. I hate the Weblord a lot. Take a Shadow Bolt because it deals... Well, say, so the Shadow Bolt versus Drain Life is interesting. The Shadow Bolt kills bigger things, but Drain Life does have life gain, which is like an extra life tap. And it can go to the face, which Shadow Bolt can't. But I gotta say Shadow Bolt's a better card, so I'll just take it there. This isn't good. So I could take the Assassin as a finisher, and then I need to like not take anything more expensive at all for the remaining 10 picks. Or I could take this guy, which is this, and I'm just not gonna take that. It's terrible. We'll take the Assassin and just hope for the best. Right, Hellfire number 3 I think would be too many Hellfires. We'll take Wolf Rider for some removal and some reach. Succubus I just don't like. I don't like the Tidehunter either, but I really don't want to take any more expensive things. So I gotta take one of these two. We'll take the Succubus. I just really don't like Murloc Tidehunter. So do I take a Boulder Fist Ogre? Do I listen to the folks telling me I need to take more expensive things? I mean, the other stuff's so mediocre. Yeah, I'll do it. Don't blame me if I lose. Or you can blame me, that's fine. Oh shit, this is bad. Well, we'll take the Healer there for an extra life tap. Now I'm just trying to keep things as cheap as possible, and of course I'm getting nothing but expensive stuff. Don't really want 2 Cult Masters, so I'll take another Wolf Rider. Oh, crap. Well, Sacrificial Pact is unplayable. Dancing Swords I hate, so it's a 3rd Grizzly, which I'm not that jazzed about. Take a Demon Fire for some cheap removal, and... oh, Jesus. Well, I don't think this turned out really well. We're spiked at 3 mana, which is the worst thing you could possibly spike. I'm definitely on an aggro deck. I have some endgame, but I just don't see how I'm going to make it there, because it's going to be my 3 drops fighting my opponent's 4 drops. I'm going to be so far behind by the time I get to the endgame, it's just not going to matter that I have a Boulder Fist Ogre and a Ravenhold Assassin. Yeah, I'm just worried about being able to deal enough damage so that my expensive stuff can end the game. I see myself maybe playing an Ogre when the game is, like, equal, but not actually being ahead enough to make it matter. Don't like this deck. Well, I haven't actually made it above 6 wins with Warlock at all yet in, like, 4 or 5 runs, so it's been a tough time. Been a tough time. I'm going to mulligan everything here, because I really just want to maximize it. I think that this deck is so bad, I've got to take risky mulligans to try to get my 1-drops out, and of course, things get even worse. This is just worse than when I mulliganed away, but I think I had to take that risk, because I'm fucked. See, this is why I don't like taking expensive cards. See what's happening here? Like, I don't have anything to play. Got this expensive crap here. If he has a fast start, I'm screwed. Okay, luckily, he's a bit slow. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I hate everything. I was forced to take this. This was like the cheapest thing in the pack. I was forced to take this, because everything else was trash. The Ogre could have been something or other cheaper. Wish it had been. Alright, so here we're going to make a pretty obvious move. I'm going to play the Cobra, probably. Yeah, Hulk Cobra. And I'm going to Soulfire that thing. Everything that I'm throwing away is going to be expensive, so I don't really care about it. Of course, I throw away the least expensive thing that I might have actually played in 2 turns. But now I've got the Cobra. It'll kill some stuff. Hopefully keep me equal until I can drop my Ogres down and maybe win with lots of life taps. I don't know. We'll see. It's very fortunate that he had nothing on turn 1. And that his turn 2 was using the coin to play a 3-drop that I could kill with Soulfire. Alright, so now he's only going to play something that costs 3 mana. This isn't the best thing he could have played, because it doesn't really kill the Cobra. So yeah, I will in fact keep the Cobra alive. Because I want this Cobra here. I want this Cobra here in case he's got Innervate shenanigans or Ascension or a Yeti. I want this Cobra to be right there. I didn't want to play the Knife Juggler and then have the Cobra get killed by the Pig and the Helper. Alright, that was a pretty good card for the occasion because the Divine Shield, of course, will stop the Cobra's attack from triggering. Well, luckily, I have a Taunter here and a 50-50 shot of popping off this Divine Shield, which I do. Well, before I commit, let's life tap and think. I could let this thing die and hope that the Cobra will kill whatever he plays next. If I leave this alive, he could just... he could use the 3-3 to kill the 1-3. I think it's just got to do it. I hate it, but it's got to happen. So I was going to play something big here. I just got to hope that my Ogre response is going to be enough. And that this Voidwalker buys me enough time. So I went down a card killing the Worgen, but I've life tapped twice. He's gonna spend his turn biting my Voidwalker. Oh, that's desperation. That is pure desperation. Okay. Well, now I'm in decent shape actually, because I can just play the Ogre. Hit him for 4 damage. I got a 6-7, which Druids are pretty bad at killing. And now I'm in really great shape. I'm ahead on cards, on the board, on everything. Doopity-doo. So I could life tap and play the Stormwind Knight, but honestly here seems sensible just to play the Ravenholt Assassin. If you're ahead on the board, you might as well drop that guy down. The 5 health kind of sucks, but it could help for taking down an Ironbark or something, and now I've got the opportunity to play Stormwind Knight and Cultmaster next turn, which could do some good stuff for me. So he's got a swipe, which will kill my Ogre, and he can then shapeshift to kill off the Knife Juggler, so he catches up a card there. That's most of his mana, though. That's his entire turn, though, doing that. So I'm not overly bothered. Especially because now I'm hitting him for, you know, a bajillion damage a turn.
For the king!
So you might wonder why I'm playing the Cultmaster here, given that he can kill it and then before I get any cards. The reason is that way now he has to spend his removal on the Cultmaster, whereas what he'd like to do is spend removal on the Assassin. So stop me from getting cards. And she, it has 4 power, which is significant because I'm trying to get the opponent down. And I've got life tap to get me cards anyway, so I don't desperately need the cards. I like playing the Cultmaster as a distraction here.
What to do?
Well, it's got the Core Hound, which is the same problem the Ravenholt Assassin does, which is that 5 health is just really underwhelming. I think what I'm going to do here is think, can I kill him? 7, 11, oh, I can kill him. I almost got bamboozled by that Core Hound, but I can just kill this guy. Alright, well, he had a pretty slow start. He didn't have anything good on turn 1, didn't have anything good on turn 2. Turn 3 was something that didn't even kill an Emperor or Cobra without some help. And then I made the right call, at least, using the Cobra on the Silvermoon Guardian, because by that point I was able to play my big cards and win. So, I don't know, maybe, this is really eating crow if I admit I'm wrong here, because I fought against it for so long, but maybe I have been, like, underdrafting endgame. Maybe just having, like, a couple of big beefy things is fine, but I feel like my decks have had, like, a couple of big things. It's just that I end up losing because people are too fast. Alright. So I've lost some games, I think, in the past to keeping expensive stuff in my hand. Do I make that decision here? I think I am going to. The reason is that whereas before I would keep a hand like this and have nothing on turn 1, here I do have something on turn 1 and turn 2 and turn 3. So I've got a thing to play every single turn. One of those things is removal, and then I just want to have that Sen'jin there. Sen'jin is a fantastic card in general, but against Shamans particularly, because using Hex on it is overkill, but it survives Lightning Bolt, even if he has a Spell Totem out. So I think it's worth keeping this in my hand, given that I have something to play every single turn. What I'd like to see here is a totem. Alright, no totem. But this is fine, so my 1-drop trades for his 2-drop. Do I coin into a Flesh-Eating Ghoul? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna play the Berserker here. And call it a day. So I could have coined into the Ghoul. That would have been a 4-3 instead of a 2-3, but they both died a Rockbiter and Lightning Bolt, so it seems kind of silly. Plus, this way I can save the coin. If I don't want to play Wolf Rider next turn, I can coin into Ascension and start the party in earnest. Oh, he had nothing on turn 3. That's pretty good. We'll see. He has a Rockbiter or Lightning Bolt to finish this off. No, he doesn't. Oh my goodness. Well, I have lots of tempting options here. Do I even need to play the Ascension? Really? I don't think I even do. I think I'll just play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And it's a 3-3 for 3 that can get bigger. He's got... I'm not up on cards. I'm just up on the board. Alright, so now there's a Chillwind Yeti. So that's fine. What I'll do here is just play Ascension. And ignore the Yeti. So he can hit this engine down to 1 health, and let's see if he's got like a Lightning Storm or something, or a Silence to get extra value out of this turn. He does have a Lava Burst. Well, that's unfortunate. So the problem here is that, oh, Reincarnate, interesting. So that's just a heal 2. Wait, what? Whoa, I didn't realize you could use that on your opponent's minions. Holy crap, I did not know that. Wow. So that's a way to like get rid of buffs. Holy, I'm just so embarrassed right now. I cannot believe I did not know that. Well, I guess now I know. You can actually, I'm gonna say well played. I'm glad this happened. I'm really glad this happened because I wouldn't have known otherwise that was the thing you could do. I think he should have really killed the Flesh-Eating Ghoul with his Yeti, honestly. Because, I mean, granted, I see why he didn't, because he had that trick, but Warlock doesn't have any built-in way to trigger a Berserker, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
The light protects me.
Alright, I've got us an owl and 2 things I'd like to silence. The question is, which one is more important? I think the more important one actually is this Loot Hoarder. I don't want him getting cards.
For the king.
So, let's go ahead and actually kill that off to protect my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And hit him in the face for 5. So, he's got 5 cards. I have 7 and a coin. And I can life tap pretty freely because I'm still at high health. I've got something big to play. Don't need to worry about the Succubus. I've got other things to do for a while. Oh, he's going to freeze my Ghoul. That doesn't really permanently solve the problem. So I'm pretty content with that, actually. Pretty content. Is this worth Siphon Souling to protect my Ghoul from dying? I could Wolf Rider plus this guy to kill it as well. Yeah, he might play something. Oh, what could he play that would be worse than this? You know what? I'm just going to Siphon Soul this thing. I really feel like that is just very good right now, because he clearly doesn't have a way of killing this Ghoul. He would have used Rockbiter or Lightning Bolt ages ago. If Reincarnate was the best he could do and all he could do was freeze there, you know, there's a good chance the thing's going to whack him. Alright, he's going to Earthshock, so the Ghoul gets, you know, shut down again. And he plays another big dude. But I can now unload pretty heavily here. So let's play the Spiteful Smith. Let's play the... Actually, let's play the Grizzly. And now, coin doesn't do anything for me. I might be able to play the Succubus next turn, quote-unquote, for free, but I'm also threatening lethal, I believe. 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Yeah, I'm threatening lethal. Granted, the bear's gonna die. And I should have saved the Siphon Soul, I guess. Oh my gosh, wow, he's got a pretty big board. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. 3, 8, 10. Yeah, so I can play everything. And I think I am going to. Just trying to figure out the best way to deal with this stuff. Well, I think this makes sense right here. This probably makes sense. 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw all those things at it. Yep, gonna do it. Okay. We'll play this. Coin this. I'm actually at full health. Pretty good that I've got him healing with Siphon Soul and the healer. That is kind of nice. Actually, I'm again threatening lethal. The Defender of Argus can't kill any of these things. I can life tap totally freely. I'm actually in really great shape. Oh my god. And was I wrong? Did I just accidentally make a good deck? while complaining about how bad it is. So embarrassing. Well, he doesn't get taunt. He doesn't have any lightning storms, so he loses. Gotta say, for me, bitching about how bad this deck is, those are two pretty comfortable wins. I beat an Earth Elemental there, but I gotta say that Shaman, he didn't have Rock Biter or Lightning Bolt or Lightning Storm or Fork Lightning or Fire Elemental, so really he didn't have, or Hex. He never played any removal except for the very clever Reincarnate. So, I don't know if my metal was really tested in that game. I'm not really sure it was tested very well against the Druid either. He did play a Swipe, but it was already too late by the time he played the Swipe. And he had a very slow start. I'm eating some Aero chocolate, which is hard to get in America. It's minty. Very delicious. It's like aerated chocolate, chocolate with bubbles. So good. Okay. Well, easy mulligan for once. The main thing is, does he have an arcane shot? Which is a pretty good answer to flame him. Obviously, I don't like being a warlock against hunters, because you take a lot of damage really fast. Makes it hard to use your ability. I've been getting some good draws, though. On curve. And I'm safe from Explosive Trap, because this guy will get enraged and hit it harder. If that would be what he were to have. Main concern now is if he steady shots right here, that probably means he has a multi-shot he's going to coin on turn 3. So, I'd still probably just play the Ghoul. But, it would be annoying, because multi-shots would be guaranteed to then kill 2 of my 3 creatures. And I'd be kind of back to square one. He's thinking a lot. He is at the keyboard. He's hovering over things. Okay, maybe he took a little break and came back. Alright, oh no, he's using the coin now. So apparently he's got a good 3-drop, which is a Panther. Well, that makes sense. The Panther will trade with either of these things, and I can't deal with it. I'm going to, in light of this, play the Grizzly. Trade that for his Panther. If I'd played the Ghoul, he could have just killed the Ghoul with the Panther. This way, the Ghoul has a chance of being useful. Now I've got my 2 expensive things. It's very annoying, but hopefully that means I can draw stuff I can actually play. Scavenging Hyena is a pretty good card here. Although, even with the buff here, it is going to die to my Flame Imp. So altogether, I'd say the opponent is not doing that well here, because I play this. It's important to kill the Hyena first. And then kill the Timberwolf. Now, the problem with killing the Timberwolf is this thing now dies to Arcane Shot, which didn't previously, but if he has an Arcane Shot, he could have killed this regardless. I don't want to risk 2 damage just to him taking just to that happening. Interesting choice to play the big game hunter. That is a big blunder, very, very big blunder here, I think. I think he should have waited for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul to get bigger. All I needed was 2 more creatures to die, and this thing would have shot it down. So I'm kind of surprised he did that. Very surprised indeed. I will life tap here. That would have been a very good card to have at the start of my turn. Play Succubus.
You're in trouble now.
I throw away Hellfire. We will kill the big game hunter. And think, is it worth it to hit him for 7 or to take out this web spinner? If he has a multi-shot or something, I'm really going to regret not killing this web spinner. I'm going to hit him in the face. So my thinking here is, I've got 2 damage here. I've got this, which is very difficult to stop, 7 damage. So I'm hoping I can burn him out. If he had a multi-shot or something, I would have been sad. Looks like he did not have multi-shot, or else he would have played it. He finds a secret, which is almost certainly an explosive trap. Always assume the hunter has the best secret for the situation. So the explosive trap will kill the ghoul. So I'll trigger it with Succubus. Oh, it's misdirection. So now there's a 50-50 chance that my minions will kill each other. Gotta admit, that was a pretty big coin flip. Pretty big coin flip, because if they had killed each other, that would have... I mean, I still could have won because I would have been ahead. It's 4 cards to 4, and I play the Ogre to start things off, but if he's a deadly shot, you know, he can catch back up. That was a pretty important coin flip. I think I still would have won, probably, even if my minions had killed each other. Because really all that is a 2-for-1. It feels really bad, but It's just a 2-for-1, and I start, you know, rebuilding very quickly with the Ogre and then the Assassin. But yeah, since he lost the coin flip, that was almost certainly game over. I was going to knock him down to 7 health, and then it was just a matter of time. Wow, very comfortable wins, all 3 so far. I'm feeling so stupid. But you know what? If I give commentary that's wrong, and then later I go back and admit that it's wrong, it's better than persisting in ignorance. Maybe I did overcompensate for the speed of other opponents, and I should have stuck to my old guns of drafting expensive things. Alright, why am I mulliganing the Grizzly? Well, because I'm planning to coin out both of these guys, so I'd like to get a 2-drop. So that on turn 2 I can play it. Succubus is not my favorite 2-drop, but I will play this on turn 2 unless I draw my Berserker. Nope, alrighty. Oh, I got a Flame Imp. Well, I'm gonna play the Flame Imp and the Voidwalker. The Voidwalker protects Flame Imp from Bluegill Warriors. The Flame Imp over the Leper Gnome is better because, honestly, the stats are more important right now than the ability to deal 2 damage. I want to make sure if he plays a 2-3, I can just kill it. I don't want to have to dick around with this Leper Gnome. He doesn't have a 2-3, though. He's got a Recruit, which is good news for me. So the question is, do I play Succubus and go down a card? The answer is yeah. I mean, what is a Paladin going to do against the Succubus? I'll throw away the Leper Gnome, which could be good, could be bad. Obviously, I would have liked to play that next turn along with my life tap. Right now, I have nothing to do next turn. But a 4-3 against a Paladin, when I've still got a Taunter protecting it, is a pretty good deal. Oh, he's going to Peacekeep it. Alright, fair enough. So I'm currently down a card. Emperor Cobra is a good find. It survives Consecration, and it'll kill a big 4-drop. I've got an Owl in here that I could get to maybe unsilence the or Peacekeep the Succubus at some point. Never forget that silence can't counters stats changes, even ones that aren't green. I think this should be a green 1 here, like when you boost something's health, you know, it turns green. Alright, so this, I think, works against him more than it works for him right now, because what I can do is kill it with the Cobra. Then all my creatures survive, and all of his are dead. Now, I guess this sets me up for a Consecration. He'll then have 5 cards to my 4. Alright, that's pretty good for him. That's a fair play. Good setup. Doesn't have Consecration, though. He has True Silver Champion, which is not as good. Does kill the Grizzly, for Shizzly. But he still takes 1 net damage. I'm hitting him for 4, which I guess isn't that much, but he's, you know, starting to feel a little bit of pain here. And I got a Chilling Yeti. Well, I gotta admit, my top decks have been pretty phenomenal. I've drawn good cards in times when I wouldn't have had other things to play. This Yeti makes a huge difference. It's a 4-hitting thing, which matters a lot because I've got him down below 20 already. Does he have another Peacekeeper? No, he's a Humility. So again, if I find my Owl, I can bring this Yeti back. He's down a card for doing that. So he's got 5 to my 6, 7. So I'm actually ahead on cards. I can life tap freely. He's going to be in trouble card-wise here pretty soon. He can't play any big minions because they'll just die to the Cobra. So he kills the Cobra. He goes up a card for doing so. And I'll go up another card. Kind of. No, he decides to hold on. He doesn't want to waste True Sliver against the Voidwalker. Interesting. Alright, let's life tap. Ogre would have been nice to start the turn with.
As the master wishes.
So now, I had a pretty crappy turn. I passed on turn 6, but I've got 6 damage in my back pocket. He's essentially down to 9 health. 10 if he uses the True Silver to kill my Voidwalker. No, he's got bigger sights. But what is he really doing? Killing a 1-2? It's not like it's that big of a deal. Weird. The Yeti. Oh, I see. He's setting me up. I actually don't get what he's doing. To be totally honest, I actually have no idea what he's doing. That move made no sense to me. Alright, we're just going to play the Ravenhold Assassin. And I'm going to ignore all of his stuff. Because I don't care about it because it's going to die to Hellfire. So this is 7 damage to his face. He's down to 6. The Hellfires will kill him. I've actually got more damage with this Wolf Rider. He does find the heal though. Everybody, God, they always find this. Every Paladin just always finds this goddamn thing. Alright, he's going to kill off all my stuff. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. So, he's down to 12, minus 9 is 3, not quite good enough. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Hellfire. And then, oh wait, no, that's not right. I'm gonna play the Wolf Rider, there we go. I would have liked to play the Ghoul, but I was 2 mana shy of being able to do that. We're gonna hit him in the face for 7. Alright, now he's gotta stop this. He's gonna have some kind of answer to this. Card-wise, he's a little bit ahead, but I can life tap very freely still, because I'm at high health total. So let's see if he finds a Taunter.
Reporting for duty.
He doesn't yet. Does he have a Defender of Argus? I smell a Defender of Argus here. No, but his Thunderbolt Protector, which is good enough. That will stop the Ravenhold Assassin. Alright. Time to think about what to do here. I think I'm going to life tap first. Play the Cult Master. Play the bear. And kill off the first iteration of the goal. So now I'm gonna get another card probably when he kills this bear, unless he has a Hammer of Wrath for the Cult Master or a Consecration. Trades his Recruit for it. Okay, I get a card. Good. Damage Golem does its work. But I'm cards ahead, life ahead. And I think I should be in good shape here. Wow, Blessing of Kings. Okay, all of a sudden this is looking a little scary. Can't quite kill him with the Hellfire yet. Alright, Hellfire plus Stormwind Knight is 5 damage, not enough. Alright, well, I'm gonna play, I think, Knife Juggler, Voidwalker, and then either these 2 things or the 1 Ogre. I'm gonna go for the 2 cards over the 1.
For the king.
Ah, wrong things. Well, here's the thing. If he can actually get rid of the Voidwalker and do a damage to me, he kills me because I'm at 11 health. He's got 10 damage here. So it's actually a little bit scarier than I would like it to be completely honest. I'll kill the Voidwalker with that. And play Wolf, which gives him the extra damage. So if I hadn't had the Voidwalker... Okay, I lose. He's got 13 damage. No! I was so sure I was going to win that game. What did I do wrong? I had to have done something wrong. I had to have done something wrong that game. It might be playing the Cult Master and using the Ravenhold Assassin to kill the Ogre. Or to kill the Harvest Golem. That might have been the mistake. Might have been life tapping too much. Although he pounded me for, what was it? 13 damage at the end, so 1 less life tap wouldn't have saved me. The Boulder Fist Ogre didn't make a difference. Yeah, I just screwed up. Somehow. I'm sure that I could have played differently and more cautiously. I just got a little overconfident in that game. So, okay, I've won 3 games very comfortably. There was one game that I was winning and he just snuck it out somehow. Holding on to his life total just long enough to then suddenly surprise me with a bunch of damage when I got complacent. So this thing, I guess this deck's alright. I guess it really is. So we're gonna, again, mulligan pretty aggressively here because I want to find those 1-drops that I have. If I can. And I do find them. We could go for a greedy move here. Instead of coining the 2 Voidwalkers, I can play Knife Juggler with the coin and then try to play 2 Voidwalkers after it to get a couple of Knife Flings. I'm gonna go for it. We've got a Wisp on turn 1. Let's make sure we don't miss commentating on that. As long as it doesn't have a buff for the Wisp or a Demon Fire or something, I will get 2 Knife Flings and then my Knife Juggler will be very protected. If I don't get that, then it's not the end of the world. Okay, so wow, he's got a Power of Overwhelming. So I go up a card. I lose a Knife Juggler for it. But I do go up a card for this. And now I can play Flame Imp and Voidwalker, which is the classic combo. Voidwalker protects the Flame Imp from little chargy guys, like Blue Warriors and Wolf Riders. Got the Cobra next turn that I can play. It's looking alright. Good opening here. He life taps, so he's up a card now. No, he's not up a card, I beg your pardon. He went down a card doing Power Overwhelming, so now he is equal on cards. And there's a chance he's going to play Hellfire and kill everything I've played, but I'm not going to play around Hellfire. So Hellfire, he would do 3 cards for 1. He'd have 5 cards to my 4. All I would have as compensation is the play. Okay, doesn't happen though. He has Drain Life for my Flame Imp. That's fine. And now, I'll just play the Call Master. Clearly doesn't have Hellfire, or he would have played that instead. Gonna play this. So he now has to target the Cult Master with more removal if he has it, instead of my Cobra, which stops him from playing big creatures. Koba's been surprisingly good here. Alright, interesting. So the Cult Master now, I have to be kind of careful how I do this. So I can run the Cobra into the Abomination, and then the Abomination would die. The Cobra would die, giving me a card. And then the Cult Master this would live. I could also, of course, just silence the Abomination. And then throw the Voidwalker and the Cobra at it. And get 2 cards. I think that's actually what I want to do. So let's silence that up. Get a card with that. And now I can actually be really ballsy and play a Grizzly. Try to use the Grizzly against the Abomination. I'm going to do it. It's a little risky, but he showed me last turn that he didn't have removal, because if he had removal, he wouldn't have played the Abomination. Even without a silence, the Abomination wasn't that effective there. So he probably doesn't have removal, and so that means there's a decent chance this Grizzly will be able to kill off that thing. Oh, he's got a Hellfire, so he finds one. Now he is up.
Hope you like my invention.
He's quite a bit up, actually. He's got 6 cards to my 4. But we'll do what we can. Always draw cards first. Voidwalker. Berserker. Okay. So now I got this guy, which is 7. Let's assuming that he lands, it's at 7 health. Then he's at 4 health. So if I find a Soulfire, I can win. I've got Siphon Soul as my backup. Ah, oh, it's so annoying. So very annoying. It's gonna Demon Fire this thing and finish it off with the Novice Engineer. Shoot. I don't want to Siphon Soul that. That just really sucks so much. Alright, I'll play the Assassin. And pass the turn.
Summoning portal open.
Handle it.
Okay. Alright, I think it's my turn to play Hellfire. It kind of sucks I'm going to have to use my Assassin to finish off the Ooze that he drops. But I mean, this just has to happen. Oh, how I'd love to hit that Ooze, or his face. But we'll do this. Place Engine. And he's got to have like a Mortal Coil here, ideally, for this thing. But it is a big threat, 7 damage. He's got to have a way to deal with it. And, you know, sure, it's easy enough to deal 1 damage. But if he doesn't have it, he's screwed. He's got another Drain Life, so he's playing with 2 pretty subpar spells and a Wisp. This guy did not build, I think, a very good deck. He life taps at the end of his turn. Alright, so now I'm okay, because he Hellfired and got ahead, but then I Hellfired and came back. Abusive Sergeant is a nice find, but always draw cards first. Ah, I see, it's a good thing I drew a card first. I get, actually, it makes no difference, because it doesn't actually die. Whoops, well, whatever. Point is, it's good that I got the Abusive Sergeant, because I could deal extra damage to the Warden. I'm, again, threatening lethal here, or close to it, with Siphon Soul as a backup in case of Sunwalkers or something. Another bad card here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Still dies to this engine or to the Grizzly, but he heals it. No, he heals his face, so he can life tap. Well, he should have done that. He should have life tapped at the beginning of all this. Okay, so he spreads out lots of cards. I think I'm just gonna Siphon Soul, which gives me exactly enough damage to kill him. Alright, Spearer the Warlock goes down with hardly a fight. This deck is performing probably better than any Warlock deck I've drafted since Naxrammas came out, and it's kind of embarrassing that I sort of drafted it by accident, thinking it was terrible all the while. What lessons do we learn? Well, it's nice to have some big things, like Ravenhold Assassin or Boulderfist Ogre, just a few, just a couple, to close games out, and it's also nice to have lots of removal. I got, 2 Hellfires, 2 Wolf Riders, a Soulfire and a Shadow Bolt in there. So I guess that's not exactly a mind-blowing revelation that removal is good. But maybe that's just the important thing now, is removal. This is a different Warlock, Smolo.
Your soul shall be mine. Your soul shall suffer.
Well, I'm gonna mulligan everything, because again, I think I should mulligan aggressively here. And will I find something to play on turn 1? Which sometimes is as good as we can hope for. And a 2-drop. I wonder if this deck is actually any good and I'm just getting good top decks. I keep finding good things. to play just when I need them.
You're dead.
Normally I don't like to attack minions if they're not going to die. But I want to hit this one so that if he does play a Death Rattle minion, I can still kill it with the Berserker.
Mind if I roll knee?
And he did have a Death Rattle minion. Loot Hoarder is a particularly annoying one. Yeah, I'm just going down a card here. Because the Loot Hoarder replaced itself and the Undertaker killed the Voidwalker for free. And my Wolf Rider. Right, he does not have a kill for this. But the Imp Master is a pretty good answer if you're not going to have a kill because it at least, the Imps will kill off my Berserker. So what I'm going to do here is play Cult Master and trade my Berserker for the Imp Master. That gives me a card, so I'm like back up to equal. Almost, if you don't count the Imp. And I can actually kill the Imp with the Cult Master. Ah, well played. So he gets a card off of that Imp. Now he's got 7 cards, 6 cards. He says he seriously have a Mortal Coil. He actually has a Mortal Coil. So he goes up another card. So this is just going all the way over to the dogs. All the way quickly. Totally different story this game compared to the last Warlock game. No, I could play Hellfire next turn and that might catch me back up depending on what he plays here. If he stretches out with a bunch of little minions, this Spiteful Smith will survive the Hellfire. His Cult Master will die. Death Lord. I think I have to play Hellfire here. It's annoying because Hellfire plus the Smith doesn't quite kill the Death Lord, but it's just gotta happen. Otherwise, he's gonna get too much of an advantage, I think. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, so I've already got the Ravenhold Assassin in my hand. Ogre would be a nice card to fish out with the Death Lord. I think I have some junk here though, like I think I have like another Voidwalker in there that could get pulled out. I've got little things of course like a Cobra that could get pulled out. But I've also got things like a Yeti and Ascension that could get pulled out. So this Death Lord, I mean, it's just gonna be it's gonna be a total crapshoot how good it is. Alright, he decides to Hellfire, clearing out everything. And I get probably the single worst minion I could have possibly gotten out of my deck with that. Sorry, he says. Alright, well, we got a chance in hell here. We have a chance in hell. I'm going to play the Assassin. Hit him in the face. I've got 9 damage, 11 damage here. If I top deck Soulfire and all this goes through, I actually win. So there's like a hope, although I am far down on cards. So Voidwalker crushes a lot of my dreams. Now I can't get through it. This stupid abusive sergeant isn't big enough.
The Sunwell.
And he has more junk. Alrighty. Huh. What do you do here? Boulder Fist Ogre. I don't think I can afford to play Boulder Fist Ogre here. It's too slow. So I'm going to life tap, see what I can get. Knife Juggler's a nice find. Play the Knife Juggler. Play the Stormwind Knight. Okay. We'll do this. This. And I'm going to hit him in the face. I want to put the pressure on. So it's going to be hard for me to finish him off. Of course I could lose the game right now, which is a possibility, but I'm assuming he's going to spend at least a decent amount of resources killing this thing. Okay, that's a little scary. Is he going to just throw his stuff at this? If so, I've got 5 damage I can throw at his face. No, he's got just a Soulfire. Damn it! Oh, fuck. That means that now he can actually kill my Knife Juggler. And he's threatening lethal. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, 1 more damage is technically Hellfire. Well, 2 plus 3 is 5 damage. He's down to 3 health. I could life tap, desperately hoping to find a Soulfire. Well, you gotta play to your outs. So what are my odds of winning if I just play my Ogre here? What are my odds of winning? I mean, if I Hellfire, I go down to 9. This is at 7. He's got a damaged Golem here, which I actually won't be able to kill because this thing doesn't hit hard enough. He'll be dead from the Hellfire. I have to hope I get my Soulfire right now. Wolf Rider, 2, 5, 8 on the nose. Okay, so you gotta do this carefully. 2, that, and then you play Hellfire, and then you say well played. Okay, that was close. Definitely close. A little too close for comfort. But whatever, I deserve some luck after all that I've been through, especially in my last arena run. We have time for one more game here, so this is a big one. The 5-1 game is always big. Either you're at 6-1 and feeling really good about life, or you're at 5-2 and it's a bit of a stretch. Although I have to say, lately I've had some pretty shitty experiences at 6 wins. I was 6-0 and then I lost as a rogue. I was 6-1 and I lost as a druid. I think I was 6-1 and actually made it to 7 with somebody else, but that doesn't mean quite what it used to. Legendary, the rogue. Well, her portrait's not legendary, or it's not golden, so she's not that legendary. Alright, here, without a 2-drop, I don't think it makes sense to keep the Yeti. And I'm not going to keep the Wolf Rider either. Let's mulligan aggressively, shooting for those 1-drops and 2-drops. Get off those fast starts. Nope, nope, and nope. Okay. Well, instead of Wolf Rider, I got Shadow Bolt, which is comparable. It'll kill something just like Wolf Rider would early on, so it's okay. I'm not that jazzed about this hand. I can either coin into a Grizzly or Life Tap next turn, neither of which is that appealing. Acidic Swampooze will kill off my Voidwalker, quite tragically, and also it'll kill off my Bear. So I am going to coin here, either for the Wolf Rider or the Shadow Bolt. They each have their ups and downs. The Wolf Rider can go to the face, but Shadow Bolt might be used to heal something bigger. I'm going to play it conservatively. I'm going to keep my harder hitting removal in lieu of keeping the, burn that might matter like ages down the road. Alright, what you got? Legendary. Nothing good. Okay, perfect. So these two together will kill my Voidwalker, but keep in mind, I mean, the Voidwalker is a 1-drop, and it is trading with a 2-drop here. It is important to hit the little one first, because if you hit the big one first, you can dagger the Voidwalker down. And of course now there are things she could do to deal with this efficiently, but looks like it is just going to kill off her Murloc Tidehunter. She was pointing at it. Is she going to play Deadly Poison? Oh, she's going to play something wacky. Blade Flurry, maybe? Looks like, no, she's just killing the Grizzly. I see. So she's not playing Blade Flurry, she just wanted to, kill the bigger minion. Makes sense. So now I can either play a Cult Master and get a card for this, but instead I think I'm going to actually do the Stormwind Knight. The reason I'm doing the Stormwind Knight is it keeps my Voidwalker on the board, and that's a very good minion against rogues, because it stops their daggers from being particularly effective. She does have 6 cards, so card-wise she's doing fine. I haven't life-tapped yet, though, so when the time comes, I can start to catch back up on cards. Stampeding Coda will kill one of my guys, and whichever one it kills, I am not happy about it. Oh, damn. That was annoying. Stampeding Kodo. Well, here, I think I am just gonna play the Smith. If Shadow Bolt would have killed this, I would have killed it. But it didn't seem like it made sense to Shadow Bolt and use the Stormwind Knight right here to kill the Kodo and just play the Berserker when I could just play a much bigger minion out. Alright, she's got the upper hand now, I think, with that Kodo. So I'm on the back foot. Oh god, I don't like the look of this at all. Oh man. Was the backstab coming? The preparation? What is it? Oh, nothing. Okay, wow, that was fortunate. So here, I could Hellfire. That would, in order to kill this though, require me to attack with my Spiteful Smith. So I could Hellfire, I could trade 2 creatures for 3, but this one gets a card, so I don't really come out ahead there. Seems a bit ugly. Cult Master doesn't do anything. Berserker doesn't really do anything. Berserker will just die. Shadow Bolt doesn't kill it. Yeah, I guess that sucks. But this is what I have to do. Yeah. So she's still up cards. I didn't actually come out ahead there. She's got 6 cards to my 4, soon to be 5. So I'm really just not doing well here on the back foot. Haven't dealt enough damage to her to justify anything that's happening. Yeah, it's a tough game. Ravenhold Assassin's pretty bad here. It's a 5 health thing. It doesn't help when I'm behind as much as I am. Just waiting for the hammer to fall here. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, buddy, come on. Can't be that difficult. Make a choice. Play the minion, play them all day long. Oh, are you? Ah, the worst possible thing. I was thinking of Shadow Bolt plus Cult Master, you know, to kill with the Berserker, but that is only 6 damage, doesn't even kill the Boulder for Stoker. Terrible, 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 terrible. I'm going to go ahead and think. Let's just play the Boulder for Stoker here and hit him in the face. Lots of really, really bad things can happen now. Could have played this, it would have been safer, I guess, but I feel like I'm a little bit behind, so I got to take some risks. Cult Master, this particular game isn't super great. She's got the Assassinate or the Sap, it looks like. Yep. So Ogre's dead, her Ogre's alive, got a Bluegill Warrior here that will stop the Cult Master. This is just ugly, ugly, ugly. Cobra. Okay. Cult Master just dies to this Bluegill Warrior. I hate that so much. I'm actually going to life tap here. And Demon Fire that. So the Cobra's trying desperately to trade with the Ogre. Even if it does, she's still ahead of me on cards, and I can't really burn her out. So she's way ahead. She's just ahead all the way here. I'm completely on the back foot. Cult Master's pretty crappy here. Assassin is showing how it can be very bad. These 5 toughness minions are just killing me here. She's going to eviscerate my Cobra. Alright. Well, I think it's time to concede. And hope that I can get lucky in my next 2 games. So, after a lot of ups and downs, it looks like this might just end up being another mediocre Warlock run. Soulfire. Why does everything deal exactly 4 damage? That is just so annoying. 11. Okay. Alright. We'll try, I guess, to hang on in there. We'll try. If she's holding like a bunch of backstabs, I guess I could still catch back up. 5 health. Everything with 5 health. I do have another Hellfire here that could help me. It plus Shadow Bolt would take care of everything on the board, leaving me with a perilously low life total, but at least a chance of winning.
My eyes.
Yep, I have to have it now or I will lose. This is too much damage, I'm dead next turn. Don't find it. I do find an owl, though, so let's do what we can. We'll silence that up so that Shadow Bolt kills it. Play the Cult Master. Soulfire to kill that. Throwing away the Assassin. The Cult Master will die to the Hunter, and I'm way down on cards on life, but I'll just ride this out, I guess. She's got a Fen of Knives here. She gets her up a card in addition to killing 2 minions. Pretty good. For her, that is.
Your magic shall not save you.
Okay, she just plays a 4/3. Deadly Poison. Deepity bobbity beebity boo. And I got a Chillin' Yeti. Well, what I want to do here is life tap, see if I can find that Hellfire, and kill myself. But I don't. So 5 and 2 is going to do it, and that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like and or subscribe if you would like to support an old man in his misery. And I'll see you again with the continuation of this run soon. Take care, everyone.